Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Today I have a very special pickup. I will be reviewing the Raf Simons Fall Winter 14 bunny boots. Super crazy pair. I got this locally from a seller. This is from the Sterling Ruby collection from 2014 in collaboration with Adidas. So these pair of boots take inspiration from the military bunny boots. The original pairs were also featured on Raf Simons' runway show. So those are actually cold weather military boots used in operations during winter in freezing temperatures. They are waterproof, have a vacuum insulation with an inner wool lining to keep the feet of soldiers warm. They can withstand temperatures of negative 51 degrees, which is insane. So Raf Simons took inspiration from those military boots and did his own spin on the bunny boot itself. There are a few variations of this boot. I believe all of them released in 2014. This one features a sort of spring blade technology found on the older Adidas models as well. The bunny boots that came with this sole, it came in navy color, this pair, and there is another maroon pair I believe, and there is another variation with a color blocking sole. For that pair, the sole is a lot thinner. There's an orangey red pair, a light grey pair and a black pair I believe. Those pairs are designed more similar to the original military bunny boot. These are an insane pair of boots, probably the craziest pickup of footwear I've done this year. The owner did not even wear them. The tags are still attached to it, but the material is slowly starting to break down because of age. I am very excited to have this on hand and I can't wait to show it to you guys. Here's the first look at the boots. It is in this midnight navy color. Unfortunately, the owner did not have the box when I bought it from him, so I'm unable to show it to you guys. Here is the hang tag that came with the shoe. Starting off, the boots are made with this synthetic kind of material. It is very glossy and it has this plastic type feel. On the exterior side in the middle, you have a paneling which goes up containing all the eyelets. On the back of the heel, you have a rubberized overlay in a slightly deeper navy color. On the front, you have the same rubberized paneling as the back heel. You can slowly see mini cracks on the rubber material. This is probably what happens when you do not wear your shoes for long and the material stiffens up. So please, wear your shoes. Moving up, you have the shaft of the boot. The design is kept very simple. You have a circular cutout in the middle. Here is the instep of the boot, similar to the exterior side. And here is the back view of the boot. As you can see, the profile is surprisingly slim. Moving on, you have the top-down view of the toe box, iconic to the bunny boot. Going up the boot, you have rounded cotton laces. Now I'd like to move on to the shoe tongue, which is very unique. The main part of the shoe tongue is constructed with a neoprene material. It is slowly starting to fade because of age. And running down the middle of the shoe tongue, you have this thin strip of the same synthetic material. At the top of the tongue, it is very interesting. When brought forward, there is this portion that sticks out, almost like a T-shape. You can choose to wear the boots with the tongue sticking out like that, or for it to be concealed within the boot. Now, because of age, portions of the tongue is slowly starting to crack off. It is very brittle. Here is the interior portion. So on the inside, you have the same neoprene material, so it will be quite comfortable when wearing. And only a small portion of the top is in that same synthetic material, which is falling apart. Here is the insole of the shoe. It came with a very thin insole with the Adidas and Raf Simons branding at the back. You can even see a faded footprint on the insole, probably due to multiple try-ons in store. But I was told that the shoes themselves have not been worn out. Now moving on to the midsole, there is this curve-like structure which Adidas calls the bounce technology. Now I'm not too sure whether Adidas is currently still using it. It reminds me of the other model Adidas has, which is the spring blade runner. So for the midsole, the structure of the bounce technology is in the form of brackets with a line in the middle. One very cool feature, behind the spring blade is a block of foam right in the middle of the forefoot. So the spring blade bracket type of structure surrounds the entire foam block to the other side. And this could be seen on the heel as well. So the entire boot itself isn't completely reliant on the bounce technology. There is foam in the middle. And only on the instep, you have extra bounce plates going in both directions, almost forming an X. My guess is to give extra support for those people who overpronate. Moving on to the last layer of outsole, which connects to the bounce technology. It contains the grip as well as traction pattern. And right in the middle of the outsole, you have the Adidas and Raf Simons branding. Now moving on to sizing, I'm normally a US 9, 9.5 in Nike sneakers, and for designer shoes, I wear a European 42. These pair of boots are in collaboration with Adidas Adidas, and they are in a US 8.5. Despite its humongous appearance, it does not fit crazy big. So for those who are looking for a pair, you can either go through the size, if not, a half size down.
Sink 'em to the bottom of the black sea. Blackout backseat of a black taxi. Black jeans from Acne, mashed with a black tea. Blood on the pavement, shadows sailing. Don't make a sound, take 'em down with my hatred. Big money payments, talk to my agent. Proud of sport, miss, lost myself in the fragrance. I know.
So to sum up my thoughts on the boots, first of all, the design. The silhouette is iconic. It is relevant even till today, about 10 years later, with the chunky boots trend, like the big red boots, the Rick Owens Bozos. Rev definitely had the vision. I personally feel that military wear is timeless, and Rev has taken bits of inspiration here and there from military wear, and that is why I am a big fan of his stuff. It was very daring of him to change the outsole to this spring blade kind of design. The original pair has a way thinner sole, mainly because the whole boot is already oversized, and a thinner sole allows soldiers to move about easier. For him to add in another 3 centimeters worth of thickness to the outsole to make the boot even more chunky, it's just madness. But I feel that it worked out overall, and I'm a big fan of this design. Now I'd like to touch on comfort. The fact that he incorporated the spring blade outsole. The sensation when walking is very unique. It has a springy, bouncy type feel. Very interesting to walk in them. But one small issue I had when I was wearing the boots, because the boots are stored in storage for quite a while, the synthetic material or plastic type material has hardened up slightly. The shaft is quite stiff and not as flexible, so when walking, it was quite rigid on the upper portion. But honestly, it is still more comfortable than some of the designer boots that I have tried, so comfort-wise, it is pretty decent. These will be a very fun pair of boots to style. It is not an everyday boot, but with its oversized toe box and shape, it will definitely contain the wide, baggy, exaggerated pair of pants very well. The bunny boots in general will save you the community service you're about to do, cleaning these streets with your oversized baggy pants. It will be a lifesaver. Overall, these are a very eye-catching and loud pair of boots. Despite its toned down color, people will definitely double take and have another look. I am very honored to be able to experience this pair of boots and have them on hand. These are definitely a collector's item. It is a piece of history right here, especially with Raf Simons discontinuing his own label. This is actually madness. So I hope I was able to shed light and give you more information on these pair of Raf Simons Fall Winter 2014 bunny boots. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.
Satellites watch over me like guardian